Hi guys, my name is Jamie Thompson and we are so excited to kick off week 2 with you. Week 1 was awesome. I took away so many tips that I just didn't know where to even start with implementing some of those things. So I hope the things that we share with you this week will help you to continue to learn and to grow as a leader. And I am first to tell you that just know, guys, being a leader does not mean you have to be perfect. I am terrible with time management. I am terrible with, being organized, but yet I've been able to build a very successful business. I have an amazing team of some amazing coaches, and I'm not perfect. A lot of things I don't do. So I'm just here to tell you, don't let the comparison game, even with being leaders, keep you from thinking that you're not good enough to be a leader, because you are. Everybody can be a leader, and there's no certain mold for a leader. So just wanted to share that with you. But I'm going to share some of my tips that I really have taken away, as I have gone through this journey of becoming a leader, which was absolutely terrifying to me as well. And a lot of things are things that I have learned along this journey. That is one thing that I always tell my coaches. I try to tell you all the things that I did wrong and try to keep you from doing that. So I'm always constantly sharing the things that I messed up on, or things I didn't do when I should have done them. And that's just part of your journey as you grow and you build this business. All right, so step 1 is just keep it simple and always evaluate yourself. So for me, I always have to take myself back and remember, okay, when you bring on a new coach, the first thing they're terrified about is the thought of doing that themselves, because they are so scared that they're going to do it wrong, or that they don't know everything. And as much as we tell them, you don't have to know everything to be successful, they still are terrified of that step. So for me, it was something that was on my to-do list forever. And I finally just had to buckle down and do it to make it simple for not only myself, but also for my coaches who were bringing on coaches as well, and to keep it simple. So I made a video. It's a little over 30 minutes, but it basically, gives everything that a new coach needs to know, and they can watch it, in their welcome email. I put that in the file section of my team page, along with the documents and kind of the process that I do when I sign a new coach. So, coaches say, hey, everything is right there for you. So when you are signing a new coach, go there and then you send that to them. So it's a pretty simple step, and just something I think sometimes we don't think of. I listened to a podcast by Chalene, and she talked about how when she starts, a new academy or something, that she will completely go in like she's somebody signing up, and she'll follow that process to see how it works. And then she finds the things that are like, oh, well, no wonder they don't know how to do that. That didn't even make any sense to myself. So I think that's important too. So kind of maybe take a step back and go back through your process of how you sign coaches and see if that's an easy process for your coaches. Are they able to duplicate that as well? Because obviously we want our leaders to eventually take what we have and make it their own. And so we want that to be as simple as possible, as well as, evaluating yourself. Look back at the things that, you have done and tried that maybe didn't work, and then share that with your coaches. Share the things that you struggle with, and share the things that didn't work for you. And then, you've got to explain, I got to go back and fix that. I got to do that differently. I always say, with Facebook and with your posting, would you follow yourself? So you have to evaluate your pages too. Would I like that post? If I was looking at that post, would I like that? So always be, the first person to step back and reevaluate, everything that you're doing in your business. All right, number 2, always show support and encourage. So I have been very big about, everything needs to stay super positive on your team. You have to remember, as a leader, you're going to have a lot of people coming in. You're going to have a lot of different personalities. You're going to have a lot of coaches who are motivated by different things. And you, as a leader, you have to learn to adjust to those things. Are you going to mess up? Absolutely. Absolutely. We all mess up. But we're all human, and we all are on a team, and we're all learning, and we're all growing together. And you have to remember those things as you are growing your business as well. So again, you just have to find ways to find where they're struggling or where they're, lacking, and find ways to fix it. So for me, a big thing that I know my team struggles with is being super dedicated to personal development. And I try to pass that on as early as I can. That was the missing link for me. And that was my game changer. Is when I plugged into that, I built that belief system in myself. And I want them to do that as early on in their business they can, so they don't make the same mistakes that I did and let 2 years go by and not really put myself out there and work this business. So for me, I set up a 5 a.m.er group. And I know that really is truly not when most people want to get up and do things. But when I explain to them that when you get up and you take control of your day early on, the day doesn't rule you. You get to rule that day. And when you get up and you do those things that are going to be most, make you the most productive for your business, that is awesome. So why not create a group that gives them accountability for that? So I have the 5 a.m.ers. When my alarm goes off at 4:45, the first thing I want to do is hit snooze. But now I have that accountability for myself as well, that I'm not going to hit snooze. Plus, on my phone, it says retire your husband. So I have to get up and shut that off, because that's my big why. I know if I have to do these things for my business to make my why a reality. And I have to show and lead by example for my coaches that have that why, and they're doing these things for that why. So it's really awesome to have a group that they're plugging in, they're posting in there, they're sharing that, they're following the Miracle Morning for network marketers, they're doing their savers, some of the things they've learned from Impressions with Quake Cooper. It's just awesome to see so much growth happening just in a short period of time, because they have made those changes. And I say, if you want things to change in your business, then you have to change the way you are doing things. And I'm seeing that happening with several coaches, and it's awesome, awesome, awesome. Another thing with leading by example too, if you want your coaches to do those things, then you've got to do it. You've got to be doing your personal development. You have to hit Success Club. You have to run those challenge groups every month. You have to be focused on building your team. What is it? The speed of the leader, the speed of the pack? Absolutely. Totally true. So if you want those things, you want them to be doing those things, you have to do it. It's all about action. All right, last thing before I move on to, we also added in, with encouraging with our shouted out Saturdays. So this is, to even, recognize those little things. They even get to toot their own horn, and they can share, some of them are sharing maybe their first paycheck, maybe their highest paycheck. Maybe they helped their first person with a challenge pack, or they got their first person to commit to doing a free group. I mean, whatever it is, whatever they are excited about doing this business, let them shout it out. Other coaches can shout out other coaches, what things they're doing and seeing, happening on their business too. But that's an awesome way to bring your team together. They know that one day is when they could really let it all out there and let everybody know what they're doing or what their coaches are doing. So that's been an awesome thing as well. All right, guys. So last thing, your call to action. Since it's the beginning of week 2 and you should be connected with your success partner, I want you to do first connect with them. Maybe you guys have scheduled a Zoom so you can chat. Maybe you are texting, maybe you're Facebook messaging, voice messaging, whatever it is. Maybe you're sending pictures to one another just to show that you're doing your daily 4s, your power of 3, whatever it is that you do. But I want you to share with them this week your goals for this week. What do you want to accomplish this week for your business? Share that with your success partner, and then let us know that you have shared that with your success partner. And then the second thing I want you to do is to reevaluate or evaluate yourself. And, you are a leader. You are focused on developing leaders. So what do you see right now is something that you really need to work on? And find a personal development book that is going to help you with your weakness. Because I talked to a coach today and she said, personal development was easy for me when I was reading things that I was already good at. And it got harder when I realized I need personal development for the things I struggle with. So if you struggle with time management, or if you struggle with inviting or connecting or meeting people, or whatever it is, pinpoint that and then research and find the personal development book that you need that's going to help you to become a stronger leader. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm excited to hear how you guys do with today, and especially for you to hear from my leaders this week. All right, guys, thank you so much.